What should one do in a situation where a man has decided to leave, but without depleting oneself and without significantly damaging one's self-esteem? How to endure this pain so that in the future it becomes better and easier? And the first thing that should not be done under any circumstances is for the man who says he has decided to leave and the woman asking the question, what did I do wrong? If you ask such a question, be prepared for the fact that the man may not actually be able to answer. No? The decision was made based on various factors and moments, but what will be said now will sound very hurtful, and this will bring you even more pain. Any breakup can end in reconciliation. And if you understand that you want to preserve both your self-esteem and possibly have the man return to your life in the future, then you need to handle the breakup correctly. Yes, there will be tears, hysteria, and suffering, no matter how painful it is, but crying, throwing tantrums, falling at his feet, begging for another chance. This is just a way to try to get the man back in the moment. However, afterwards, he will walk around like a king who has given you another chance, and naturally, the relationship will be even worse than it was before. The decision to break up. That is, he now understands that he can do anything in this relationship. His woman was like a carnival. She cried on her knees, begging for another chance. So what should you do? You need to think about yourself, your self-esteem, and how to properly navigate this entire difficult situation. If a man has decided to leave, do not hold him back. Let him carry out his decision. Sometimes a man feels a cooling towards his woman, and this is normal. This happens in relationships for them to develop further. But at some point during this cooling, for example, if a woman feels that something is wrong with the man, he becomes distant from her, and she becomes a nagging, clingy person. That is, she tries to cling to him in every way with various questions and inquiries. She becomes nagging, and this irritates him even more. Instead of giving him time to process this moment on his own, the woman should focus more on herself. But this nagging has pushed him away. And if a woman, for example, is currently throwing these tantrums, crying, crawling on her knees, well, naturally, she has already trampled on her self-esteem. She will not feel happy in the relationship. What do relationships mean for a woman? It is the opportunity to open up and feel loved, to feel happy. If not, then why have such a relationship? Why be in a relationship for humiliation and suffering? Do not blame or insult. Maintain your dignity. Yes, it is very difficult in a surge of hurt, anger, and negative emotions not to say a lot of things, but think about yourself. In the future, if you understand that you would like your man to return to you, then try to keep your composure. If you say one simple phrase, I accept your decision, this phrase will make your man think about a lot. First of all, it will shock him. How is it that she just lets go? She doesn't ask, she doesn't plead, she doesn't talk, she accepts the decision. Perhaps I was too hasty, and at some point, as the man leaves, he doesn't understand that maybe she wanted to break up already. He has a lot of thoughts about why it is so simple, and under no circumstances confess your love. Do not tell the man how much you love him or how wonderful he is. Do not say anything. Accept his decision. In any case, the man will be able to think everything over again. But when he is forcibly held back, when he wants to leave, when a man sees the humiliating position of a woman, he will not want to return. That's it. He will understand that he made the right decision. A woman should not be in a humiliating position in front of a man. As soon as a woman belittles herself and degrades herself, everyone starts to treat her that way, both men and those around her. If a woman knows her worth, she knows that she is valuable in her own right. She can accept even her partner's difficult decisions. But such a woman does not remain alone. Even if he doesn't return, this man comes into her life. Another man, perhaps a man who will truly value and love her. Therefore, you should not just push yourself into the abyss. You should not insult. You should not humiliate. And you should not demean yourself. To give someone the opportunity is a person's choice. To give the chance to choose and let go. If you love, let go. This is probably the most difficult thing for every person, but it is still necessary to do it the way, let's say, the more difficult way. It is precisely our difficult decisions and actions that help us reach a new level of life, moving forward. You cannot run after a partner and hold on to them, but this again speaks to a humiliating position. Where one is held, one wants to escape from there. That is, if you hold on, belittle, and plead for chances, again, a man may still give another chance to stay. But such a relationship already has a probability. It will 100% break down in the near future because a man will not feel the feelings for a woman that he would like to feel. That is, a woman who humiliates herself will also be humiliated by her partner. A man does not want to be in a relationship where he humiliates a woman. He wants to admire her. So, be that admirable woman, even when a man has made a decision, possibly the wrong one. Because men often make the decision to break up and then come back. He left to rethink. He realized he wasn't being held back. The woman wasn't humiliating or insulting him. She accepted his decision. He rethought that he was indeed happy with her, that he made a mistake, and that there was a lot of good. This happens often. But there are times when a man leaves and does not come back. But if a man makes the decision to break up, then what can you change? You can only maintain your mental health and self-esteem in this situation. Moving on. You cannot wait for his return. You shouldn't turn into a waiting person who just sits and waits, losing their life. Yes, you shouldn't dive into life headfirst, like into an abyss, but you also shouldn't turn into that waiting person. Allow yourself, if you find yourself in such a situation, to experience the full range of feelings you are currently going through. Life often presents us with difficult situations in which we must grow and learn something. So, when you are in this difficult situation, and do not deny your emotions, if you feel like crying, cry. If you want to suffer, suffer. Name your emotions. It makes it easier to experience them. If you are angry, name your anger. If you want to scream, scream. Talk about your emotions. Live through all the feelings that have overwhelmed you. Believe me, the hardest stages are at the beginning, and it gets easier afterward. And a person coming out of a difficult situation transforms. They become stronger and understand what they will not accept in the future. For example, a woman understands what she will not accept in a man and in relationships, and she will enter new relationships as a completely different person. Even if a man decides to return, the woman will already be different, and perhaps their relationship will be built a little differently. You shouldn't do something out of spite. Don't humiliate yourself. Don't undermine your dignity. There's no need to manipulate, blackmail, or do any nasty things. You only humiliate yourself by doing that. You are in a situation where you feel sorry for yourself. Why would you create a state for yourself in which you are in a humiliating, instead of being in a humiliating position? It's better to direct all the energy you want to direct towards your ex-partner, especially if he has started a new relationship and you feel like getting revenge. You shouldn't do that. Direct all your energy towards yourself. Even if it hurts now, channel your energy into your emotions, your experiences, and later into your development and interests. If you face a situation and process it correctly, truly feeling the pain, then you have learned the right lessons. Then life will not lead you into the same situation next time after a while. But if you do not learn certain lessons from a specific situation, then life often becomes cyclical. And similar situations repeat in your life. Therefore, take this difficult situation, no matter how painful it may be. Take it as a lesson for yourself. Learn something from it. Take the positives from this situation and do not turn into a vengeful person or a bystander, not into a person who exudes a lot of negativity. Focus on your life. Move on. Do not start new relationships. It will only hurt you and the person who tries to build a new relationship with you while you still haven't stopped hating your ex. That is, when you realize that you don't care anymore, then you can enter new relationships. But when you try to start new relationships to show your ex-partner that everything is fine and that you are starting new relationships and you pretend in public that everything is so wonderful, in reality, nothing will numb the inner pain. Nothing will fix it. Therefore, there is no need to pretend, no need to enter into some fake relationships to show someone that you are in demand and that you are needed. Think about yourself in this situation, about what will be better for you, not about what someone will think, not about whether your ex will reconsider and see how in demand you are. No. Think about what will bring peace to your soul, what will make you feel good. Moving on, do not spy on him. But again, nothing good will come of it. Even if you try to observe his life on social media, every new photo or every new meeting is pain. Therefore, it is better to remove everything in the house that reminds you of your ex. Unfriend him on all social media. Delete him from your social media. Do not observe. Take different paths to avoid running into him. When you spend some time within yourself and do not revive this pain with meetings or experiences, it will be easier for you to endure and reach healing. Moving on. Learn to live your full life. Finally, take charge of your life, what you may not have done in relationships or marriage, but always wanted to. Engage in something interesting for yourself. Find a new hobby. Try different directions if you don't know what interests you. Sign up for a couple of dance lessons, go to the gym, or perhaps try your hand at tennis. Somewhere else where a new hobby resonates with you, try it out and engage in it. Experience new pleasures in life, a new hobby. Go to places you have never been with your partner. Breathe new life into your existence. And believe me, when you properly go through the lessons life has given you, learn to live a full life without seeking revenge, without degrading yourself, without breaking your self-esteem, you will experience this to the fullest benefit for yourself, exiting it in the most comfortable way for you. By going through certain lessons, your life will become significantly happier. That's all for this video. It was me, Alisa. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell, and goodbye to everyone.